Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and helps support the show. Be sure also to hit that like button, because today we're sponsored by the like button. Because I said so. Today we're going to be playing the Workshop Uncharted Paths. This is actually a pretty interesting one. We have 2 event decks, and both of them are essentially just like wacky-ish decks. They have more 2-ofs than I'm comfortable with, but they're meant to be actual normal decks. So this is, we have a mono black devotion deck that aims to clone Gary a ton to get a lot of drain triggers, and then of course we have big red, which is it's big red. You are essentially aiming to ramp out like things like Perforos and Dracoseth and things like that. It's big red. So we're gonna be doing that now. I'm probably only gonna be playing one of each, and since I know that this is, we'll play with Clone Gary first. Since I know that this will possibly be a content light video, afterwards I'm going to attempt to build a deck, just like I did with the last event, where I finished all of the decks that they had available, and I worked on some decks. It's a little bit of extra. I'm also probably going to be recording a tier list video after this. I probably am just going to make it public because, meh. But what I want from you all I'll keep this. What I want from you all is to let me know what type of format you would like to see Wizards implement for these events, for these like free events, because I'm very curious. I'm just gonna start, like, this is big red. I'm gonna start attempting to get damage on them. I kept a bad hand, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I kept a bad hand. Remember, everyone, don't keep 2 landers. I expected to draw at least one more land. I did not. Delicious. See, the thing is, I really like the idea of this event where, it's a great name, where they have like 2 decks that are based on things that should be able to work. Alright, well, fool me once, shame on me. But like, now I have Yark's Fenlurker. Like, if it dies, I can bring it back. I know what I literally just said. But the greed, it's too strong. It calls to me. This deck should have like 25, 26 lands. Whether or not it does remains to be seen. I guess they could also like Lava Coil my Fenlurker, which would be pretty garbage. Okay. Oh yeah, always had it. It would have been smarter for me not to do that, wouldn't have? Yeah, I'm not very smart. Oops. Lava Coil. Well, that's fine. I at least got some damage through. No attack is interesting. Sure. I just realized Lava Coil is like a hard counter to Gary. So I'm gonna cast Gary and hope Gary doesn't get countered. Uh-oh. 7 mana? Okay. We might lose. It's Dracoseth. Okay. Did they give me removal? Oh, it doesn't matter. I've lost. Yeah, I can't beat that. Even if I play Gary, I gain 2. This kills Gary. I take... math is hard. 12? Yeah. That was a loss. Let me inspect this deck again. Running 25 lands. Okay, that's good. Downfall. Moomin Rider. And that's it? And you prioritize having 3 omens? Like, sure, that's fine. Let me just make sure. In this deck... Yeah, this deck feels like it's just the better version. So I really like that they have these kind of wackier decks. The issue is that there are only 2 here. That doesn't lead to a lot of variety in gameplay. Now, obviously, it's a lot harder. Why am I also just getting 2 landers? I'll keep this one. I will drop Order, I guess. Spark Double. I'll get rid of Spark Double, I guess. So like it's possible that it's just like harder to balance when you have more, but that's an interesting decision. Sure. But still, like it leads to more dynamic gameplay because of the number of things that you can deal with. I'm just gonna shimmer. What do I want to get? Downfall, probably. That should be on the bottom, but okay. Downfall. I think I just grab Downfall. That way, if they cheat something out, I actually have access to a way to kill it. Next turn, I play Nightmare Shepherd. It probably dies to Lava Coil. Yeah, Lava Coil really just hurts this deck. Play a Bone Crusher Giant. Got another Downfall, so cool, I guess. Gonna play Shepherd. Yeah, I feel like they didn't balance these properly. Lava Coil kills everything in this deck except for a cloned Gary. And it exiles. It doesn't like normal kill. Yeah, that just feels incorrect. I might not actually be able to get to the other thing. Because the plan was to win with one of each of these, and I thought, that shouldn't be too hard. I'm an okay player. Might be hard. If I draw a land, I can play Gary. They have another Lava Coil in their hands? Okay, just Bone Crusher Giant on my face. Well, I didn't get what I needed. I would take 4 if I played this. It's also sorcery. I mean, this is sorcery, so that's fair. I can block here and sack this to draw an additional card. I hope I can get Gary out here pretty soon. We're rocking 25 lands. 6 mana. They can put out a big perf. They can put out an Ox. Don't remember what the other 5-drop that was in the deck was. Next turn, they could. Oh, okay. Chandra would be a little annoying. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully, I don't have too many lands in the graveyard. I wonder if he's going to use Cryptic Caves. So you have 1. Okay. Still might use... Nope, decides not to use Cryptic Caves. I have to block both. You can't block. I forgot about that. I just lose. Okay, instead of trying to win with each deck, I'm just going to play a fine game. Very obviously, Clone Gary is the bad one. Okay, no. Now that I'm playing this one, I'm going to get fucking stoned. That didn't come out right. That's not what I meant. I'm going to get destroyed. Dark Lurker 82. I'm Edgelord Supreme. I can't really say anything. My my Xbox gamer tag was fucking Shadowkill. It's the death that they never saw coming. I played an okay amount of Halo, mostly Reach. I really enjoyed Reach. I know a lot of people didn't, but nope. Gonna mulligan that. Gonna keep this. Gonna get rid of Sharon. Play this. I have been going first each time, which is nice. Dwarven Mine is meh. Netherland. I don't even really know why they decided to have Cryptic Caves. That's annoying. I guess Storm's Wrath? Like, this is a win con and this is removal. I think I need to do a little bit of ramping. I am a little worried about my opponents playing... What the heck is that card called? Quasi-duplicate on the Yark. Fenlicker. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, just another Fenlicker, that's fine. I hate my life. I'd rather drop the caves. Mulligan into double Fenlicker. That is a way to win, as my opponent's deck. Yep, that sucks. Well, if my opponent doesn't decide to get rid of this card, and I somehow play a red spell, I can then remove this. Oh, yay! Okay. That's totally fine. I'm probably going to top deck a land. Oh, just another Chandra. That's lovely. That's fine. As I said, I oh, the game hates me. My first hand was a 2-lander, so I think I was correct in mulliganing. It's possible some of my exile targets were incorrect. I mean, like, looking back at it, I'd love to have a Storm's Wrath. The issue is I wouldn't even have mana to use the Storm's Wrath. Like, I would have had to get rid of Cavalier and I guess one of my Lava Coils, which, you know, sure. You've got to be kidding me. I'm saddened. I need to win with one of these decks. There might not be an extra deck building thing. I should have shut my mouth and not said anything about it. Because I'm certain some people clicked off just because I said that. Okay, this hand is fine. It's not the best, but it's fine. We have a giant, we have a steamkin. This is fine. A little heavy on the land, but we do have a decent number of big things in the deck. All right, cool. We're going to get use out of our Dwarven Mines. We start off with Steamkin. Fenlurker, we're going to get rid of one of the mines. And I think I'm just going to pass the turn. Okay, my opponent can't quad duplicate it. That's fine. And I'm okay essentially like losing value on my Steamkin. That is okay with me. Because this deals a bit more punchy punch damage. And next turn, I can play Feet into Sharon. And Feet into Sharon should be decent. Yeah, okay. We do this. We play Feet. We play Sharon. We're gonna lose this mana. I don't care.
I know who I am.
We minus
and no
4
one is telling me what to do.
to exile the Gary.
Glad I could help with your not being on fire.
And then we hit him for 4. Next turn we'll have 5 mana. I can play Cavalier plus the Sharon. Hopefully we'll be okay. When I have 6 mana, so they could kill Sharon and play the Moomin Rider. Looks like Sharon's going bye-bye. Totally fine. Let's see if they decide to play the Moomin Rider. They do. Reasonable. I'll play a Mountain. Going to... I'm not going to be able to give him haste. Going to attack. It's fine with me. Play a Cav. I'm going to drop my Steamkin at this point. I like this better. So next turn I can, let's see, I'll be on 6 next turn. So I won't be able to stomp and activate Cavalier. But I can do this, stomp and activate Cavalier. I don't have to do that at any certain point, right? Yeah. So I can... Stop it. I'm gonna attack with everyone. Depending on how they decide to block, I can either pump with Cav, or I can Bone Crusher Giant. And I think I'm going to Bone Crusher Giant because that actually increases my Steamkin anyway. So I'm going to stomp the Grey Merchant, which will also kill a Murderous Rider. Will also hit my opponent down to 8. Okay. I also have a Bone Crusher Giant, so next turn, I can play Bone Crusher and activate Cavalier. Okay. They have 3 mana. They Fenlurker. I don't have a card in hand, I'm fine with that. Irencrag Feet. I mean, I guess I lose the card. But I would get more mana to use Cavalier. So sure, I'll do that. Yeah, so now I can activate Cavalier 3 times instead of just 1 or 2. Okay. Okay. My opponent is at 1. Their Fenlurker is back. That's fine. As soon as Cavalier dies, they die. Because Cavalier, I have 1 mountain. Yep, that's fine. They can't use their Castle Lochthwain. Ayara. Curses. They have 2 blockers. Arr. What a turn of events. That said, they, like, still have to block and shit. Hey! We got there. Alright. I'm going to try and win with the Gary deck. We'll see if that works out. I just got some gems. I don't think I have all of the... I don't think I have a playset of all the rares in Theros. Exile? Good name. Also, good avatar. I'm going to keep this because we have an answer to all of their threats. Cool. Now I have something to do on 2. So I swamp, shimmer, look for something proactive. Not what I want. I have removal here, so I feel like I'm more inclined to grab a temple. Yeah, ramp isn't really what I need, it's card selection. Steamkin, sure. Just gonna temple now. Say no to that. I think I want them to potentially waste their Lava Coil on my Order of Midnight. The thing, right, is that I know my opponent has Lava Coil, so Order of Midnight is not even a good selection for this deck. It wasn't a good selection even if my opponent didn't have Lava Coil. But the fact that they do means that it's even worse. So, another Steamkin. Did you keep a 2-lander? It looks like my opponent kept a 2-lander. They also could have attacked. They chose not to. I am going to Murderous Rider one of these Steamkins now. Because I trust nothing. I'm going to Smork, because I can't block. I'm going to play a Watery Grave. Next turn I can have 5 mana, so I can Shimmer and Moomin Rider. Either the killy bit, either the Bicycle Crash or the actual Rider. I don't know. This is going to stretch. Bone Crusher Giant, sure. Nightmare Shepherd. Well, I grab a Swamp. I think I'm gonna Shimmer and kill Steamkin. I'm gonna grab a Sparky Boy. Oh, Sparky Boy, the pipes are calling. Now I'm just gonna cast a Moomin Rider. I don't want to waste it. Okay. This is fine. You attack me, that's fine. Temple of Deceit. Ayara's fine. Let's go with... I'm a little worried that Nightmare Shepherd's gonna bite the dust to a Lava Coil. But hopefully it doesn't. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-da-da-down, bam, down. Yeah, well, that sucks. Why didn't you attack, though? I'm going to kill this now. think I'm just going to play this. And the reason I'm doing this instead of playing Iara is because Iara is worth more, and my opponent might go for a Storm's Wrath if they top deck a land. That's precisely why I decided to go with Iara. Or, to not go with Iara, sorry. Another Quasi. I'll Iara into order. Hoping that they don't have more Storm's Wraths or Lavacools. 5 mana, we could see a feat, we could see just them playing out a Cavalier. Excuse me. Big Perf, alright. Big Perf is on the scene. I'm going to attack for 2. Then draw a card. This puts it in tapped and attacking, right? No, it just puts it in. Okay. Good to know. Not what I was looking for, fam. I need them to have literally anything except for, Dracoman. Dracosith. Or just have garbage. You having garbage is fine with me. I could get Storm's Wrath. If I get Storm's Wrath, then I'm... Alright. Not the best place to be in, but, you know. I'm going to scry. No. No, I just, you know, I don't want either of those. Okay, I'd like to draw any sort of gas. Ow. I mean, I'm still technically alive. Why would I do that? Why would I shuffle my deck again? I'm still very technically alive. I'm no longer alive. Yikes. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Who do you work for? Don't say cat. Do not say cat. He went by with the name of Cat Branchman. And his associate Hong In Thar. Have all of my opponents been filled with hips? No, right? No, one of them was Bolas. Okay. A lot of Fibbletips running around right now. They're all lost. They shouldn't be here. This hand's decent. Fenlurker, Iara. If I get another Black Source, sure. We'll see about that. Plus, we got an Epic Downfall. Hopefully, we'll be okay. All right, so they're going to murder my Yark's Familiar, but it's a 1 for 1.5. Kind of fine with that. They got rid of a lava coil. They didn't have the stomp? I think I'm fine with this. Like, even if they Storm's Wrath me next turn, I still cut down their situation by a lot. They got rid of another lava coil. Bodes very... So far, it's looking okay. I can't wait for that to change. Irencrag feet? Oh, God. Sharon? Cavalier. Okay. Cavalier's fine. What do you discard? You discarded nothing? Oh, you did that in response, like a weirdo. So you have one? I mean, I can block and be fine with it. And I can kill this with my Moomin Rider. Or I can Order of Midnight, get back my Fenlurker. It's more mana efficient that way. Order of Midnight, get back Fenlurker. Get rid of another card in the hand so they go top deck mode faster. Sure, I'm going to do this. We're going to alter some fate. Put the Yark back in hands. I'm going to cast the Fenlurker. Okay, they got rid of Drakaseth, which is good and bad. I'm going to attack because, fuck, I might as well. Steamkin, that's okay. 7. Do I take 7? Yes, I will take 7. Another land. I like to see it. I like to see it. Moomin Rider. Oh, right, I can just Epic Downfall this. I have no idea why I didn't do that the last couple of turns. That's just dumb. Do I still take 2 damage? I'm definitely going to Downfall this. Oh, it gets exiled. Doesn't get the die trigger. I'm not very smart. That's not true. I'm getting a PhD. I'm just, you know, not very smart. They've used a Storm's Wrath. They've gotten rid of multiple lava coils. This person is not used to Storm's Wrath. So Storm's Wrath is something that I want to be wary of. But I'm really tempted to play IRS, so I'm going to. And the reason I'm going to is because I still have an okay position if my opponent ends up using Storm's Wrath. We're going to go ahead and attack with both, because why not? Okay. Opponent has 5 mana. They're digging. They're looking for something to help. They got nothing, apparently. And we win. Fantastic. We won with one of them each time. Now looking back, do I think they're both more balanced? It's hard to say. You know, we have a very small N. So I'm not sure I can make any good evaluations. That said, I do feel like this deck is going to be a little bit more consistent because of the fact that it has fewer cards that, like, rely on other things, right? Like, Irencrag Feet, like, you kind of need something else to cast, but usually that's not big of an issue. The rest of its cards, a lot of 4-ofs for what it's worth. So I think, in general, I think this deck is going to be more consistent and therefore better than this deck. One, because it has cards like this, which are just not needed. Omen of the Dead, rarely needed in my opinion, since they do have a lot of lava coils. Then you of course have Quasi-Duplicate, which requires you to have something else on the field. And the only things that you really can copy are Fenlurker. I guess you can copy Moomin Rider, Nightmare Shepherd, and Gary, but you can't even copy this. You shouldn't copy this. Not really a point in copying this, unless you, like, really need the life gain. Spark Double is fine, like, because you can copy everything, including Iara, which is nice. I would have preferred probably a 3-3 split, but frankly, I'm not entirely sure why a lot of these cards are in. Like, Altar of the Pantheon I can kind of understand, because you want to, like, be ramping, but there's nothing that, like, triggers on this. It adds to our devotion, but it feels unnecessary. I could be wrong. Quasi duplicate, I feel like doesn't need to be any more than like 2, and this beyond like 3 or something, because it can actually copy Ira. Speaking of Ira, she should be a 3 of. I don't see a reason to have this. I don't see a reason to have this. If the opponent's deck is going to also include lava coils, I think it would be better to have, excuse me, either a little bit more interaction in the form of like Epic Downfall, or even something like Agonizing Remorse. That said, I found that this was pretty fun. I just wish that there were a few more decks in it, so there's a little bit more variety. Yeah, right there. I apparently don't have all the things. Anyway, I think that by now you have all seen my tier list video. Whenever I do bonus videos, I put them at midnight the day of. So this video is going to be out on the 10th. So the bonus video is going to be the 10th at midnight. This will be the 10th at noon, because that's how I do things. Shut up is what I do. Once again, I'm going to remind you, let me know in the comments what types of things you're interested in seeing from these kind of weird, often free, but often with low, quote-unquote, value events. Because I've been having a hit or miss time with them. Some are a ton of fun, and some are not. This one was more on the more on the fun side than on the not fun side. It could have been helped, I think, if Wizards included a couple more decks, but I'm very curious to see what you all think about it. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, of course, especially Zen, for the continued support. If you'd like to join him, if you'd like to join them in supporting the show, you'll find links to that down in the description, as well as a bunch of other cool stuff, because I have the best descriptions in the game. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, tap that like button, add subscription to your mana pool, cast a comment to the comment section down below, pass the turn, and the vid to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, all will be one? Yes.